All right, let's get this show started.
In today's video, Daniel Cormier gets honest on Molly McCann's strawweight move. Derrick Lewis recalls blacking out before last UFC fight. Diego Sanchez posts a very concerning video. Sean Strickland reacts after UFC cancels his UFC 293 fight with Adesanya. Tony Ferguson still believes he can be a UFC champion. And Donald Trump weighs in on the Covington-Masvidal beef. Daniel Cormier believes Molly McCann's strawweight move is not the best idea. Speaking on DC and RC, Cormier suggested that Molly's biggest issue isn't being at flyweight, but that the issue lies in her ability to grapple.
I tap in on the change. I don't know what the change does. I love Molly, and that's why it makes for these conversations to be hard. But until she fixes her submission defense, I don't think it matters what weight class she's in, because there are great grapplers at 115 pounds. So I think that Molly McCann's issue is going to be the skill set more than the weight class that she's fighting at. It's not necessarily her weight class. I think she needs to shore up some of those holes in the skills, because RC, it was great matchmaking that allowed for her to get on that run, and now she's in with fighters that aren't as good of a matchup, and they're finishing her, not only beating her.
Derrick Lewis returns to action this Saturday night at UFC 291 to face Marcos Rogerio de Lima. Speaking to media on Wednesday, Lewis revealed that he blacked out before weigh-ins for his last fight. Derrick said that he cut 25 pounds in 3 days, but just not eating and drinking water.
Well, I already know all the questions you guys about to ask me. Yes, I still have it. And the last few fights I haven't been healthy, point blank period. And the last fight, I actually passed out just before weigh-ins. I blacked out. My coaches had to carry me. The little guy right there in the middle, he had to hold me up and make sure I stayed conscious. And I just didn't have the energy the rest of the week. What's been going on is I wait three days before weigh-ins, then start trying to cut weight. I cut like 25 pounds in like 3 days, and just not eating and just drinking water and probably like a little something to eat.
Lewis also said that he's already on weight for his UFC 291 fight.
Has that been the big adjustment then for this training camp? Is just
the
dietary approach?
For sure, it's just been big adjustment. I'm already at weight right now. I don't believe I had to cut anything. I'm already at weight.
Diego Sanchez has posted an interesting video to his Instagram page. We're praying for you, Diego. Let us know what you guys think about the clip.
Raise the frequency, baby. Raise that frequency, baby. I love you. You know the lion. You know the Ronin, samurai, cowboy, ninja, motherfucking lion. Just doing his shit, just like you, surviving.
Sean Strickland has just revealed that he will not be fighting Israel Adesanya for the UFC middleweight title at UFC 293. Strickland revealed the news Wednesday night and shared his frustration with the UFC and not wanting to make this fight happen. He tweeted, "I'm a grown-ass man. I'd fight him right after my last fight if you pay me. I don't think the UFC wants it, so burgers for me. I will say it is wild they are having a card like that and don't have a headline 6 weeks out. Someone at the UFC really dropped the ball on this. I offered, best I could do. Maybe we can just have a parking lot event after for the Aussies." Strickland also defended Dricus du Plessis for not taking the Adesanya fight, saying, "If I were Dricus and even if the money was right, I'd say no. He's technically next to the line, and if he wins the money, will be 10 times better than what they will offer him. If he loses, he's years from a rematch. He's making the right call." Tony Ferguson still believes he can be UFC champion. During Wednesday's media day ahead of UFC 291's clash with Bobby Green, Ferguson stated that he's just entering his prime and has no plans on retiring anytime soon. Uncle Kui also revealed his plan to have 5 more fights and a UFC title before he retires from the sport.
I want to be real with you guys, it's always been cool. And then I feel at this point in time in my life that I'm just barely hitting my prime, which is crazy. And one of my coaches, Juan, he was earlier, we were doing mitts between interviews. And I told him, I've been getting up early and I just, I have to lay down. I was like, I know I have to lay down. And I got up and I did my interview and I was like, hey, there's a room open. He said, everybody went down there and said, yeah. I said, I'll be right there and bring your minutes. Didn't even wrap up. I went and I hit the pads and I'm f***ing sharp. I'm real sharp right now. I'm just as sharp as I look, baby. You counted all of my wins in my lifetime and you counted all of my losses. I'm gonna be real with you, even from college and football and baseball and all of that, there's not much. There's probably less than 20, man. Like, I'm gonna be real, maybe 25, something like that. I mean, most of it's all green or blue, like, you know what I mean? It was like all wins. There was hardly any reds, but if there was, it was like a hiccup. It took a big hiccup for me to get my shit together, which was I need to get my own shit. Nobody else was gonna tell me. They could propose, they could say, oh, Tony's going whatever, he's gonna retire. No, motherfuckers, f*** you. I'm gonna be done when I wanna be done. But I'm also gonna have to do what I have to do in order to get to where I wanna get. 5 fights and a title, baby, I'm out.
Donald Trump has weighed in on the beef between Jorge Masvidal and Colby Covington. Both Masvidal and Covington have been vocal about their support for Trump. Speaking on the UFC Unfiltered podcast, Trump said that he isn't a fan of Masvidal and Covington feuding. He said, he had a fight with Colby, who I really like too. You know Colby? Those two don't like each other too. Colby is a MAGA guy. He walks into the ring sometimes wearing a Make America Great Again hat, and he's got a great fight coming up with Leon Edwards. I don't love it, being asked to choose between Covington and Masvidal. I hate to give that kind of an answer too. I don't like to do that, but I've had a couple where, because I know a lot of the fights, I've held a lot of fights for my own reasons. I mean, it brings people, it brings success, it brings money. It brings a lot of good things, and it's an interesting business. Here are the top 3 memes we found on the internet. Third place was found over Twitter and was posted by a user named Daily Dose MMA. Our second place meme was found over Instagram and was posted by a user named As Shopped As It Gets. And our top picked meme of the day was found over Instagram and was posted by Tai Tuivasa.
Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.